My Bhutan tours. Bhutan is called as gross national happiness. That is their custom system, logo, project, tagline, etc. I started visiting Bhutan first time in 2004, which is the Himalayan kingdom, landlocked with around 70%. The population is 7.5 lakh as on date, including male and female. It is a border between India and China. Such a country which Buddhism is propagated, Vajrayana and Mahayana. First time I went through, when my friend told Bhutan is a big country, you can go without visa. Even passport is also not required. Then I was tempted, and although I am having passport, I went to Bhutan in 2004. Until September 2022, there is no SDF, there is no guide required. And till September 2022, that is the year, you can travel to Thimphu, Paro, Punakha without guide, without driver, if you are a solo traveler. If you are going with family, then you are allowed to go to Punakha also, the previous capital of Bhutan. So these four places you can go if you are going with a family. If I am going alone, you are allowed to Paro, Thimphu and Punakha. Whereas I travelled all these times except one time with my family in 2024. I am interested in going to Punakha, the world capital of Bhutan. Then immigration people took a declaration from me that the visit to Thimphu, visit to Punakha is solely at my risk. The government of Bhutan is not held responsible if anything happens. So I made a declaration that I am going on my will. Then the driver get the permission and I could go to Punakha. After that, I am trying to go to Bhutan and Samul Jonkar, Tashigang, Lunse, Tashigang, and Pobjika, and Trongsa, like that, Gedu, different places. Till September 2022, I could not travel other than Punakha, Ponsiling, Thimphu and Paro. After September 2022, that is almost 4 years from now, that today is 30th April 2026, I am forced to pay SDF, I am forced to pay guide charges, which are day to day. Guide charges are sometimes increasing, sometimes normal, like that. The SDF fees I am forced to pay daily 1200 rupees since September 2022. By paying the 1200 rupees SDF, by paying the guide charges started with 1500 in 2022. Today the guide charges are 2500 officially declared. I have covered entire 20 districts. Leave apart 4 districts which I covered before their travel policy, tourism policy, which is globally accepted. So the 16 districts I covered from September 2022 to till today. That means in a span of 4 years, I have covered another 16 districts, of course by paying the guide and the SDF charges per day wherever it is possible. Of course, it's a huge money I have spent. But my aim and target is to see entire 20 districts of Bhutan and their monasteries, temples, and know the philosophy, psychology, and religion of Buddhism, and more so of the Guru Rinpoche, as Abdul Nangel, who is considered as a crusader for Bhutan. All the zongs, all the monasteries, all the stupas, all the sartans I have visited, all those places in those 20 districts. So by September 2025, that means in another 3 years from the state tourism policy limit, I have covered entire 20 districts. From September 2025, I have fulfilled the target of 20 districts. Whereas with my wife, I traveled to Bhutan in 2024 March, covering the Punakha also. So with family one time, total 20 times I covered. Out of that, the 20th time is this April, 23rd to 29th. I covered the 20th time of Bhutan. I stayed at Punsilang only 3 nights because I have covered in last September 2025. Entire 20 days is completed. So instead of paying SDF, instead of hiring the guide, I totally stayed in Punsilang 1 night and come back and gave some gap and stayed in another Punsilang because Punsilang allows only 1 night at a stretch. If you are continuing, then you have to pay SDF. If you are not using the guide and driver, there is no problem. But SDF you have to pay for the hotel. So I gave a gap of 1 day. Again I went into Punsilang and did this in this April visit. With that 20 years I have completed. Whoever is possible, they can go by flight to Bagdodra, from there by bus to Jaigan, and after that by tourist guide and driver to Thimphu, Paro and Punakha. Whoever comes by train, they can go up to Kolkata. From Kolkata, they can get another train to Hasimara, which is 15 kilometers from Jaigan. Then you get an auto or taxi or share a taxi at Hasimara railway station and go to Jaigan. After that, you have to hire a tourist guide and driver and pay SDF depending on the number of days. It's one time anybody can see Bhutan, such a nice place, low crime, Himalayan country, peaceful country, weather is very conducive, very good. You can enjoy. Indian rupee will be accepted, no passport is required. Water card is required, latest water card, election card is required. People are very friendly. All Indian foods are available. Lot of Indian restaurants are available. Everything is moderate. Everything Indian rupee is allowed, and their niyam is their currency. That is also pegged to 1 rupee. That means 1 niyam is equal to 1 rupee, Indian rupee. So I have visited 20 times. All the 20 districts I covered. This happened in a span of 21 years from 2004. I wanted to share. So far I have already made 1500 videos of Bhutan during my stay, with shorts, videos, long interviews and monasteries, temples, my religion, my interest, my philosophy, my Buddhism, like that. Another 500 I made shorts, totally 2000 videos I made on Bhutan. One by one I am uploading. So far I have uploaded 1300 videos. Still 700 videos I am going to upload. If I upload at a time, people will not be able to see them. So slow by slow I am interesting. So I am happy that I visited 20 times to Bhutan and covered all 20 zones. Please subscribe my channel. My name is Adiraju Udaya Bhaskar. I am retired from Nagarjuna Fertilizers and Chemicals Limited in 2019. After that I am doing the YouTube channel. My YouTube channel name is Adiraju Udaya Bhaskar. Thank you so much.